but I do want to at least get to this quick word about inferential statistics. So when I looked at the data, and I wanted to know, were there differences between the groups in how many words did they recall, how many incorrect critical words did they recall, how confident were they, how, for correct words for the critical words. I used a technique known as inferential statistics to take a look at that data. And what inferential statistics does is it takes a look at the differences between conditions in an experiment, and it lets you know, are those differences real or are they due to chance? So it lets you know if it's a real psychological phenomenon or is it just due to the variability and randomness of human behavior. So the easiest way I found to illustrate that is with the following type of situation. Let's say that you're a basketball coach and you're putting together your team. You have tryouts in your high school and you're putting together your team, and after all the tryouts, there is one spot left on your team, and it's come down to her and her. It's come down to these two players. And you tell them, I want to know, is there a real difference between your basketball skills? So you run an experiment. And you say to them, you guys are going to play each other one-on-one. And whoever's the winner, that's the person who is going to make it to the team. So let's say that they play one-on-one, and the final score is 20-1. All right, so this girl gets 20, this girl gets 1. Would you be confident as that coach in saying that this girl is actually the better basketball player? She is really a better player than this girl over here. How many would be confident? It was a blowout. You better be confident. There's not much more that she could do. So you're confident that she's actually a better player because this difference is so huge. All right, so that's the first thing that inferential statistics considers. It considers how big is the difference between two conditions.
What are they considering that maybe that girl just a better defense than that girl? Because obviously that girl could have scored more if she was a bad defensive player.
Well, it's one-on-one, so it would be offense and defense, on both ways. But when we get to operational definitions, that kind of a question is very valid. Is your measure actually truly measuring what it is that you're trying to measure? But let's say for the time being that it is, just so we can focus on inferential statistics. So inferential statistics, if I ran these numbers with inferential statistics, it would say that this difference is real because the difference is so huge. On the other hand, let's say that was the final score. Are you then confident that this girl is actually better than this girl over here? No, not at all. Because it's 20-19. One different bounce, right? 1 inch left of the basketball on a bounce on the net would have caused the difference. And if you ran it back, chances are that she would win the next time, right? Because it was just so close, it's too close to call. So inferential statistics would look at this small difference, and it would tend to say that that's not a real difference, that's just due to chance. So even though this is a bigger score, we've known that since elementary school, 20 is bigger than 19. Inferential statistics tells us that what it's measuring, their basketball skill, is no different, that the score is just due to chance. Now the last thing that inferential statistics takes into account is the reliability of the scores. So let's say that the coach takes a look at this and says 20-19, that's too close to call. So let's play again, right? We'll play another game. And actually, we're going to play 100 games, right? This is theoretical. We can play as many as we like. So we're going to play 100 games. And on the first game, this girl wins 20-19. Second game, this girl wins 20-18. Once again, small little difference. Third game, she once again wins 20-19. Fourth game, she wins 20-18. Fifth game, 20-17. Sixth game, 20-19. Seventh game, 20-18. You keep going. She wins every single game. She wins the final game 20-17. So in this case, she has won 100 games in a row by a small margin, but 100 in a row. And inferential statistics would take a look at this and say, you know what, the difference is small, but the result is so reliable that it's real. You can now conclude that she really is better than this girl over here. Even though she only won by a small margin, she did it consistently, so we know that she is the better player. And that is all that inferential statistics does. So inferential statistics, just as a technique, and you'll learn about it in P345, it's just a technique that allows you to decide whether a difference that you measured is a real difference or is it just due to chance. So we have a little bit of time to go over the results, so I'll very quickly go over this. Let it be your first kind of taste of what we're going to be analyzing. So these are the results right here. So I'll first show you the results for percent recall, and then I'll show you the results for confidence level. We'll do this real quick, but just so you kind of have an idea of what happened. We'll see this again, so don't worry if it doesn't make complete sense this first time around. All right, percent recall. 0 to, it goes from 0 to 100%. That's how many words did you recall. So the blue bars here are the correct words, and the red bars here are the critical words. So if you recalled 70% of the correct words, that means that you got 70% of the 90 correct words that were out there. If you recalled 50% of the critical words, that means that you recalled 3 out of 6 of those critical words, those false memories. So the blue is correct memory, the red is false memory, and as you can, and then the other thing here on the x-axis is that we have single individuals running alone, people running in pairs, and people running in groups of 3. So in this class, in this section, we only had people running in groups of 3 and in pairs. In other sections, I ran subjects individually, so they worked alone in their recall. And what this is telling us in inferential statistics is that for correct words, you are actually increasing your recall as the group size increases. So for correct words, it turns out that 2 heads are better than 1. 3 heads are actually better than 2. So this difference here, highlighted in green, that's a real difference. Inferential statistics told us that singles recall less than pairs, and pairs recall less than groups of 3. On the other hand, inferential statistics told us that the difference in the height of the red bars, the difference in the recall of false memories, that is not significantly different. So these differences here are due to chance. Now this is a perfect example of why we run the statistics, because to my eyes and to my human brain, this looks more different than this. This should be a real difference. That should be probably due to chance. But what inferential statistics said is that I'm taking into account the differences and the reliability, the 100 games in a row, and it said that this is a real difference. More people actually recall more correct items. This is a chance difference. There's no difference in false memories across groups. Individuals recall as many false memories as pairs and groups of 3. So, real quickly, that's for percent recall. Good news. You recall more correct information in a group. You stay the same in terms of false memories in a group. But what about your confidence? So these are the confidence rating. Higher bars means higher confidence. This is the confidence, the blue bars for correct items. The red bars are confidence for false memories, for critical items. Just real quick, there is no difference among group size for the recall of correct items. So individuals are just as confident in their words as pairs are in groups of 3. But, and this is the big result here, for false memories, individuals are much less confident about their false memories than groups are. So people who have false memories alone don't attribute high confidence to those. People who have false memories in a group setting have much higher confidence for those false memories. All right, so that's the kind of teaser. We'll delve into this a little bit more next time that we meet. That is all that I wanted to finish for today. So I'll see you all next time.